as the College Football Playoff Committee has put together their final rankings prior to championship weekend. And right now, if the playoffs started today, Ohio State would play Georgia, LSU would play Clemson, but obviously somebody's going to have to win between LSU and Georgia. And if it's LSU, Georgia's out. If it's Georgia, Georgia's in, and LSU might stay in. And if that happens, then Utah and Oklahoma, despite winning its respective conference championships, would be on the outside looking in. Go to the Rose Bowl, go to the Cotton Bowl. But where you're not going is the college football playoffs, despite the fact that you are Power 5, as they say, conference champions. If Baylor beats Oklahoma, hey, great season. LSU just had a better one. So you're out, even though LSU lost late. But you know how I feel about how losing late shouldn't matter?
Right.
Losing early shouldn't matter. There should be 8 teams in again. Wisconsin would play itself in. You could say, okay, there's not that much on the line with Ohio State. No, they want to go undefeated. But if it's an 8, right, if it's 8 teams and you give the top 4 a home game, a literal home game, like it plays in your stadium on Christmas weekend, on the weekend of the 20th, 21st, and 22nd for this year. Wouldn't that be something you'd have to play for? Wouldn't a game in the horseshoe or a game not? The Ohio State's putting out its best effort. Wisconsin could play itself in with a win. You know what it's something that just drives me crazy that we're sitting here looking at LSU and Georgia and saying, okay, LSU wins, great. Georgia can play itself in, great, but nobody else can play themselves in, essentially, if LSU wins. Or if Georgia wins. Nobody else can. And then a team like Auburn. Why should Auburn sit at home? I mean, they just came up with a huge win late, and momentum's got to count for something. How many times do we see it?
Yeah, the 8 would be cool, right? Perfect. And I've come around. I'm with you on the 8 now. But wouldn't we be having the same argument, though, about, which 2-loss team deserves to make it?
Correct. But
which 3-loss team deserves
I'd rather have that than a conference champion not be allowed in. Because there's not enough space, not enough room, and the presidents of institutions of higher learning that's attempting to cure cancer or climate change can't figure this out.
And you're down with the 5 Power 5 conference championship winners and then 3 at large, essentially?
I think that would be work it. And then you'd have an argument as to why the 5th Power 5 champion has got to go visit the 4th.
Right.
That they don't get a home game. Then that would be up for debate, judging, committeeing.
So the Pac-12 champ every year has to go on the
road. Or it would require better scheduling. That's where the scheduling might come into play for regular season.
I think we're trending that way. I think we will get it eventually. It's just a matter of...
It's so silly.
Matter of when.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.